Welcome back to the show. I'm Mike.
I'm Kenny.
And we have a guest that I'm super excited about. Her name is Savannah Maddison, and I'm not even going to begin to attempt to list all the things that she does and is a part of. But welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
Welcome.
It's a great day.
So I guess we're going to start off with probably what you're most known for, I would guess, is going to be pageants. You've won quite a bit. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm 25 now. I started competing when I was 18, and I was a student at Belmont, and I needed money to pay for college. It was really expensive, and so I decided to enter my first pageant, and it was a little pageant literally right here in Middle Tennessee, and I was shocked that I won. I was surprised, I know, but I discovered that through pageants you can win scholarships, and that first one I won a scholarship, and I was hooked, and I was like, this is amazing. Let me keep going and keep winning money for school. And so I literally now it has changed my life. I'm debt free from college.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So it's been a really cool experience and a journey for me for sure.
Is pageant something you saw yourself doing as a kid? Or?
No, I am a girly girl, so I feel like I always love to dress up. Do either of y'all have kids?
Oh, yeah, I got two girls.
Okay, you know what it's like then. Yeah, I was all girl. Like, I love to dress up. I love to put on makeup. And so I did think when I first saw that it was a scholarship opportunity that it's something I could maybe do and be good at. Right. And I was shocked, though, at just the level of all the things you have to do to prepare for a pageant and getting ready. There's, a talent part of the competition. There's interview. And so it's a lot of, like, prep work and preparation and so much more than just beauty. But definitely not something I ever saw myself doing for sure.
What's your most memorable pageant?
So I've competed now multiple times at the Miss Tennessee pageant, and it has been an amazing experience. I've won over $40,000 in scholarships.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and so it's hard to pick like one memory or like one time that really stands out, but every time I do it, I have so much fun. I tell my mom it's like adult summer camp. You get to check in for a week, and you get to get, dressed up every day. You meet these other women, and they're all amazing and so accomplished. So yeah, it's just a fun experience. I recommend it to maybe your girls will do it one day.
I hope not.
You might have a Miss Mule Day.
I can't afford it.
It's expensive.
Mike, you forgot now. Your kid did win Miss.
My youngest did win Miss Mule Day, the little one.
No way. Okay, see, she's on her way to Miss America.
I'm still paying on that dress.
Oh, I believe it. The dresses they can get expensive, but you can, have her borrow one or something. Yeah.
No, I'm just teasing about the paying on it. My wife's real good at getting deals. So
I believe it. Yeah, that is me too. I will find a Facebook Marketplace all day. Yeah, that's my thing for sure.
I don't know, like it was sweet getting to see her up there, but like pageants just kind of perplex me. Like everybody should win. Like
yes.
Like I feel like if it were me and I didn't win, I would feel some sort of way if I were a girl. Like how do you combat that?
Sure. I think about that a lot. Like it's so complex and everyone's so different. Like how do you judge a person? You know what I mean? And select the person that should win. Right. And it is honestly, it's so subjective. We say all the time that like if the set of judges was different, a new girl would win. You know what I mean? It just depends on what they want that day. But honestly, like it's kind of been confidence building for me and made me very secure in myself because ultimately at the end of the day, you're there in the pageants I compete in for a scholarship opportunity and knowing that the opinion of 5 people doesn't define your worth. You define your worth and God defines your worth is a major belief that I have, and so I've always just like been in it for fun, and that's my mindset of like, okay, I'm here, I'm having fun, and I really have nothing to lose if you're there for the experience.
That's true.
Yeah.
Before we get into some of the other things, who was Savannah as a child? Like where are you from?
Yeah.
What did you get into as a kid?
Yeah, so I grew up in Florida. I grew up in South Florida.
Oh,
yes.
Florida.
I know.
What part?
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale, okay.
Yeah. Are you from Florida?
No, I'm not, but I'm a big Gator fan.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay, I hate to say it. I was a Seminole fan growing up. I know. He's like, get off the podcast right now.
I'll deal with you tonight. That's it.
But no, yeah, the Gators are cool. I like all the sports teams. But yeah, no, I grew up in Florida. Okay. And I had a wonderful family. I have a younger sister who is a year year younger than me, I'm still very close with. We actually have competed in pageants together, believe it or not.
Did she beat you?
She has not yet. Oh, no, that's okay. Well, I hope she
Those
does.
teammates, man.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Honestly, like, it's so crazy. People are like, how do you compete together? But we don't feel like we're competing. Like, we have so much fun. It's just honestly crackhead energy the whole time. We're laughing. Like, it's a really good time. And so, but yeah, maybe I'd feel differently if she beat me. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, now that I think about it, I remember seeing a vehicle at the fire station all the time with Florida tags.
Yes. Yeah, I
was you.
used to have the Florida tags. Yeah, but I'm from Florida originally and had a wonderful family growing up. We traveled a lot as a kid, so I got to experience a lot of like different things, different cultures, and I was really lucky to be actually was homeschooled.
Oh, wow.
As a kid, yeah. So that really like shaped my childhood experience, and I feel like my mom was amazing. She always wanted me to, go out, try new things, start the opportunities, start businesses, and yeah, I had a very weird, different childhood. But I would not give it up for anything. It was really incredible.
Kenneth, since she was homeschooled, that's probably why she's a Seminole fan.
Oh, yeah.
A little different. Yeah. I'm an Alabama fan, so.
Okay, yeah, you're not neither. Why are you're pitting us against each other? You got to calm down on that side.
Yeah.
All right, so we know we did the pageants. You had an amazing childhood, but you also did some big things, firefighting.
Yes. This is also like a crazy part of my life. I just feel like my whole life story is just like something was placed in my lap where I had an opportunity open and I walked through the door. And firefighting's an example of that. I lived here in Columbia, and I learned about the Murray County Fire Department, and I did not think I could be a firefighter. Obviously, I'm very, small. I have a smaller frame, and there weren't a lot of women actually in the department at that time, so I didn't see a lot of ladies, and I just didn't see myself doing it. It wasn't out of my comfort zone. But I decided to start as a support member for the department, where I would just assist the firefighters. I would get drinks on scene, stuff like that. And I remember lifting up for the first time, like, I can't even remember what it was, like a saw or something, and feeling like, wow, I could pick that up. That wasn't that heavy. I could do it. And slowly over time became more confident in myself that maybe I could try the fire academy and just, what do I have to lose? Why not? And ended up loving it and graduating after a couple months. Yeah. And so that has now kind of also shaped and changed my life, and it's gotten me involved in EMS, and I found a love for medicine through it. And now I'm a paramedic student. And so, yeah, it literally like shaped so much of my life, and I'm glad I like went out of my comfort zone and did that. Yeah.
Now, I was a firefighter for several years in Alabama before I moved up here. What was your, favorite part of being a firefighter?
Oh gosh, I hate to say this, it was always the medical side from the beginning, like especially being smaller. I found myself doing a lot of patient care, and I was the girl that like you can like I'll crawl in through a window, I'll get into like some kind of like crazy like confined space situation, and I'll be one-on-one in there with the patient. I remember like the first time I got to crawl in like an extrication situation, like we cribbed a vehicle and it was on its side, and I was the one that could fit through the dash.
Oh, wow.
So they sent me in, and I put this guy, like was able to kind of stabilize him and breathe for him. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I love this. I want to do more medicine. I love that I'm in here right now and it's just me. And like,
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great that you got the attitude about it, because some people don't.
Yeah.
They just get into it because they got into it.
Yeah. No, I felt like more and more in love with it and kept getting like deeper and deeper in. And, but yeah, honestly, the medical side is my favorite. Yeah. And I'm glad that like it took fire for me to discover that I loved medicine, and now I get to do both. So.
Did you ever go in any fires?
Yes. Yeah. We've had, Murray County, we have some crazy fire. Yeah. It burns here. Yeah, it really does. And, literally my first year, I was a firefighter, brand new, like right out of the academy. Even in the academy, we had some big fires, and they let us respond and assist on scene. Right out of the academy, we had multiple like structure fires, and I remember thinking, "Oh my goodness, am I ready to go interior? Like this is terrifying." But people were so encouraging, and I always felt like someone had my back, and I had their back, and so like I felt really good. Yeah.
And I will say this: it is really nice to have a smaller person.
Yeah.
Back in the old day when I was younger, we had a firefighter, and he was, I think dwarf's the right term, but he was a little bit taller than that, like short, really small guy. We would throw him up in the attic. After make sure there wasn't no fire up there. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Because most attics are not very tall.
Yeah.
But it was great because he could get up there and just do his thing. It was awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. I talk a lot now. Like, I speak at a lot of conferences for women in fire. And I think for a long time it was taught that it is a disadvantage to have a smaller frame. But I think there's so many advantages to it. And I mean, I really I feel like I've been able to be the Swiss Army knife of helpful in situations where somebody else may not have fit necessarily. And that's just one example of ways I've been able to use that, like femininity and that side of me to serve people better.
Yeah, and you do a lot of teaching too, if I remember correctly. Like you teach the fire trucks, the kids, and all that stuff.
Yes.
You still do that?
Yes, I loved that. So I was the PIO for Murray County Fire for multiple years, and I absolutely loved it. I just recently took a step back because I got some amazing opportunities that I feel like that equipped me for. But now I speak nationally, and I get to teach all of the different things about my experience. And I recently spoke at the National Volunteer Fire Council Conference.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yes, and it is amazing to get to share what I've learned as a woman in fire on that scale. It's been really cool.
What do you think the most important thing for a female that wants to do a career that's mostly male oriented?
Yeah.
What's important for them to know?
Just do it, honestly. Even if someone doesn't look like you already that's in that space, it's so important to enter that space with confidence. If I had known from the beginning that I could do it, that I could be successful in it, I wouldn't have been scared. And I used to be scared. I used to be really intimidated walking into those environments. And I didn't realize how there was a place for me and I could make that space for myself. So my advice is just go for it. Just do it. Yeah.
So not only were you a professional firefighter, you also were a firefighter on TV. I remember that correctly.
Yes.
In Nashville.
Yeah. Yeah, this was crazy.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Okay, this is so funny. I was on one episode and I literally I can't even remember how it came about, but someone reached out to me and was like, hey, Savannah, they're looking for real firefighters to be on this show. Like, what are the odds you'd be willing to do it? And I was like, I think that could be cool. I think it could be a fun one night experience. And so we filmed for a couple days. Maybe I was on a couple episodes. I don't remember, but it was cool. And they had us, actually using hoses, putting out a fire, moving a stretcher. And so they needed someone with that training to do those parts of the scenes. And yeah, I loved it. It was very different. It was low stress. It's much easier to be a firefighter on television, let me tell you. Respect to them. It's not easy to be an actor, but it was a cool thing. I learned a lot from it.
I remember Danielle saying that they had some real firefighters.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was, and they, the whole experience was really cool. They fed us dinner, but we filmed overnight, and they called it lunch, but it was the middle of the night. So I didn't know that was the thing. They're like, oh, we're going to lunch, and I thought they just meant taking a break. They were going to feed us dinner in the middle of the night. So,
That's nice. What episode were you on?
I can't remember. I need to go back and look at what number it was. It's the one where there is a sorority house, and they go, and there's this green gas that's coming up from the ground. I don't know what number it is, but it was about the sorority, and we put out the fire in the sorority house.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so I need to go back and look at the number, but I bet the fans can find it. I bet they know.
Yeah.
For sure.
I still haven't started that episode.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode. And that was about it.
Yeah, y'all gotta go back and watch. It's cool. It builds throughout it, the story and all that. Yeah.
Now I haven't watched it obviously, but some people say it's kind of a little unrealistic.
I think it's a little far-fetched, but I think they know that. And let me tell you, I think they embrace it. I think they want it to be far-fetched because it's so dramatic. This is so crazy, but there's one scene, and I'm in medic school right now, where they do a field blood transfusion, and they literally one guy puts an IV catheter in his arm and then flows his blood into the wife or whatever. And apparently that's a real thing. I did not know that. We didn't learn that in medic school, but I guess that's a thing that you can do.
So I know my father-in-law, and I could try to be correct on this. He works for Williamson Williamson Health.
Yeah.
Now he's one of the directors, and they carry blood on their trucks.
Yes. Yeah.
So I guess it is possible, but I'm sure there's more to it than just poking an IV in somebody. And
100%. Yeah. Even when you give blood, you have to give so many drugs to make sure that the person receiving it doesn't have a reaction and you're replacing things. And but it saved the girl in the movie, so we love that.
Yeah, and I also heard there was one scene a tornado was coming.
That was the first one.
Was it the first one?
That's the one I watched with Kane Brown's
concert.
He's singing at the Sand Amphitheater or whatever. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Cool.
It's kind of like the show just 911 based in LA.
Yes.
It's some stuff in there that wouldn't happen in real life.
Yeah, 100%.
Still.
Yeah.
So you're in paramedic school now, correct?
Yes.
All right, how's that
Almost
going?
done. It's honestly great.
Really?
I'm a little tired, which is, we have a lot of clinical hours, and but I have learned more this year than I've ever learned. I have loved every minute of it. We've done hospital clinicals, on the ambulance. I'm in my preceptorship now, so I'll be done on August 4th.
Awesome. Where are you going to go after that?
I don't know, honestly, what I'm going to do next. I also, I know we're going to talk about it, but the whole other side of my life is that I own a childcare company. And part of, why I've wanted to be a firefighter and why I've loved emergency services so much is I think it makes me better as the CEO of that company. So my next year of my life, I really want to focus on growing that business and using, this knowledge to make our company even safer and for the caregivers that work with our kids. Yeah. So, I feel like I'm applying it, literally the knowledge I learn in school every single day. We just hosted a class the other day in school. We learned about the dangers of button batteries. Are you familiar?
Oh, the little circular
like the watch
ones?
ones?
Yes. Yeah. A child can eat those, and it can really hurt them. Yes. And so we just taught a class to the babysitters about, hey, this is a major danger, and, make sure that, you remove these from anything that, so it's really helped me be a better owner for sure.
Yeah. A lot of toys have them in it nowadays.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Back when I was a kid, if it had batteries, it was the big old AA's or the 5-volt batteries. It wasn't nothing like these fancy ones today.
They are fancy.
Yeah.
Scary.
I'm trying to say you old, Mike.
a little bit. I'm 36. I feel like I'm 50 sometimes. But that's the job of being a first responder.
Yeah.
You not ever seen those memes where it's an old man? He's like, I'm 26 and he looks like he's 80 something.
Yeah.
I'm feeling fine. No. So aside from all that, you're also an author.
Yes.
So tell us about your book.
Okay, so this is, I feel like I have to preface every question with this, how weird my life story has been and how all these different directions that I've been able and been blessed to go in from a young age. But I had this crazy thing happen to me when I was 12. I was still attending a school program a couple days a week, and I met a girl, and her name was Wilson. And we became best friends. We became super close. And in the middle of this year, her father was actually deployed to Afghanistan. He was in the Army. And I watched her go through that, and it was a really difficult time for her family. It seemed like he was going to be gone for a year, and I just remember her crying on the playground, and I felt so bad as a 10-year-old for my best friend. It was just heartbreaking.
It's tough.
It was really sad, and so I was like, maybe there's something I could do to help her, and we started this little letter writing project where we were like, let's write letters to the soldiers in her dad's battalion, and I found out very quickly it was so cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah,
it was amazing. We involved my class because there were 700 of them, so I needed help. I needed my school, and the movement actually went viral on Facebook. Someone posted about it, and we started receiving letters in the thousands to my mom's house. Wow. And literally, she was like, "Savannah, I'm going to kill you." There's boxes up to the ceiling of letters, and we started sending them to the soldiers in his battalion, but also other branches of the military and other groups that were deployed at that time. And it literally changed my entire life. And it became the next 10 years of my life was running this project that we would collect these letters and send them to deployed military. And so the book is about that. It's about starting that project. It was published by Penguin Random House when I was 16. I signed the book deal.
You were young.
Yeah, I was so young. And it just talks about that and it's called Letter Writing to Change the World.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how can people get that book?
It's available everywhere. So you can go to Walmart, Target, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, anywhere you could buy a book.
Is that the Savannah Soldiers? Is that what that's about?
Yes,
okay.
Yeah. So that organization became Savannah Soldiers. Yeah, and it was amazing. Literally, my entire teenage years was, and still that the organization is going. We're focused more on an educational component because after COVID, it was really hard to ship anything during COVID, and so we kind of switched the mission. But before 2020, we sent over 350,000 letters to deployed military, and
that's awesome.
It was really cool. It definitely made me oh my gosh, every thing I've ever done has been branched off of that, and I feel like it taught me so much.
Did you ever get any responses back?
So many.
Really?
Yes, responses and stories. One of my favorites was that we had a battalion we supported all year through a deployment, and we'd send box after box of letters. Well, they hung them on the walls of their mess area where they ate food and made them wallpaper.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so at the very end, we got a picture of a 360 video of this room room that was huge, and the walls were just covered in letters from kids. And so, yeah, it was really amazing. There's some really cool like moments back. I literally have chills talking about it. It was really cool.
That is pretty neat.
So when you write these letters, and it's obviously to a random person you don't know.
Yes.
What was something on the letter would say?
Yeah, so what we would do is we would give our curriculum to schools, and we would teach the teachers how to show the kids how to write letters.
Okay.
So we got such a variety because literally we had little kindergartners that would just color a picture, and we would ship those. Yeah. Or we would have like elementary students that could actually, write out these beautiful letters. And some of them were silly, like they would misspell words, like country was like crunchy, and but all of them had this like tone of we appreciate you, and we encourage them like, hey, tell them about your life, like, do you have a dog, do you have a cat, just anything that like takes their mind out of the situation they're in and reminds them of home. And so there were some really sweet things. We had college students like write beautiful poems and create art that we'd send. So it was such a variety, but they were all amazing and just like encouragement for them.
That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, speaking on the letters right now, I got a niece in the Army, and I got a nephew in the Army, and both finished boot camp about 2 weeks ago.
No way.
And then I got another niece just went to the Marines, and she just left 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
So I've been writing letters lately, so
yes,
I'm trying to get into it. It's kind of hard, but my mom always told me, well, just write how your day went, how your week went. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. That's pretty easy.
Yes.
And that's how I've been going with the letters so far. So
it's very meaningful. It's kind of a lost art. I feel like we don't really write letters anymore.
I remember doing it when I was a kid, and now that I'm older, I don't hear much about it.
Yeah, even my finger hurt a little bit. I type so much at work, I'm not used to writing letters anymore. So.
Yes, and I didn't understand either. Like when I was 10, obviously, like I knew about technology. I didn't understand why she couldn't just email her dad or call her dad. Yeah, and so it literally was like due to the dangerous area that he was in and the level of like confidentiality around their missions, they couldn't do that. So they had to write letters, and it's just like, yeah, it's a really unique thing to military families. I think it's amazing.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Especially just, I mean, kind of reminds them what they're fighting for.
Yes.
Why they're there, and since that's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
We could probably talk all night about that because we love our military, but let's move on to the American Heart Association.
Yes.
So I know you do a bunch of big stuff with them and big component of CPR. How did you get hooked up into that?
Yeah, so like this is something I'm very passionate about. I remember when I first became a firefighter that I was just starting this childcare company. It was just getting launched. I was at school at Belmont and in the business program and trying to get it off the ground. And I remember people talking about CPR certification, but I didn't understand how important it was until I started responding to these calls. And literally like today, I think we've had multiple CPR in progress calls come in. It's everywhere. People can go into cardiac arrest at any time. And I remember when I first became a firefighter, understanding, like, I felt really powerless sometimes because we would be responding to a call and you know how they say on the radio, like, CPR is not in progress? It's hard to hear that. And you literally feel like, wow, like this person who I'm on the way right now to help, like, no one's able to do CPR for them. Maybe someone's too scared or they don't know how. And there's nothing, like, I can do about that, you know? And you know that changes that outcome so significantly, like the chance of that person surviving. And so I remember being very sad about it for the first like 2 years. Like, what can I do? I can't do anything. I'm powerless about this. And all I can do is keep responding to these calls and doing CPR. Well, I went to a lunch for the American Heart Association one day, and they talked about how they provide free CPR education to everyone. I mean, if you need to be, educated, they will help you. And I was like, oh my goodness, finally, like, this is something I can do and be a part of to help and change this, like, way that I feel about how hard it is to get to a scene and people not be doing CPR on someone in cardiac arrest. And so I became, like, an advocate for it. I started working with the American Heart Association and becoming a woman of impact. So I go and educate people on how to do hands-only CPR. And they have a major goal. They want to certify one person in every household to learn CPR.
That'd be nice.
Yes. And so I'm working with them now to help them achieve that goal and make that more of a thing that happens in Tennessee because it's really important.
Yeah, especially in the county, as you know, maybe in there, a lot of times we're the first ones there.
Yeah.
And it's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
sometimes before an ambulance gets there. And doing CPR for 20 minutes is a long time.
Yes.
It's very
It's a
exhausting.
long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That'd be great if every household had at least one person.
Yes, I think
would
that'd
be
make a
neat.
big difference. Yeah, so it's been really like heartwarming work. We've gone into low income communities and schools and taught young women how to do CPR.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and so that has been amazing. And I really think like the efforts that they pour their hearts into are so like tangible. They really have amazing results. Yeah.
You remember your first time ever doing CPR?
I do. And okay, let me tell you, it's so funny. You know how sometimes a call comes in, it's a CPR in progress call, and you get to the scene and it's not CPR in progress? Okay, so the first time I thought I was responding to a CPR in progress call, it was the day before my real one, and it says CPR is in progress. Well, I get to the home, the lady's just sitting there talking. CPR was not in progress, and lady was fine. Like, she was good. So but my hands were shaking, Mike. Like, I was like so nervous all the way there because I'm like, oh my God, it's finally time. Like, I'm gonna do compressions, you know what I mean? And then I got like the nerves out, and then oddly the next day was like my true like first time responding to that call, and I had the nicest crew like encourage me and let me hop on and help, and so it was really it ended up being a great experience, and I got my nerves out the night before on the lady who was fine.
You
So
ready to go.
yeah, I was like, I can do this a second time for sure.
Yeah, it's always great when you have somebody that's newer because you're like, hey, you jump in.
Yeah.
You're going to learn today.
Yes, and I learned, and it was a really cool experience the first time, and to be able to just be included in that way by the crew, and they were so open to me learning. So
Yeah. You know what's kind of sad is so I've been in emergency services for several years. I can't count the number of times I've had to do CPR.
yeah,
Like, I don't even know
100%.
how many times it's been. It's insane.
Yeah,
But somebody's got to do it.
yeah,
That's right. That's right.
yeah.
I think you probably should get to work on an ambulance after you get your
Yes,
paramedic.
yeah, I think for sure.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
I didn't have the education level to go to paramedic.
you could do it.
That's too much school. That's a lot of school.
It is a lot of school. You teach people things all the
Alabama,
time.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm backwoods street smart, not book smart.
Listen, we want you on any scene that I'm on. I want you there for sure. We're very covered if you show up.
I don't know about that. All right, so we've covered a lot of information and all the things that you're doing, but you're also the CEO or president of a business. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is another thing that I started when I was in college. I was at Belmont as a business student, and I absolutely wanted to start something, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to start. And I knew that I loved a couple of things. I loved to babysit, and I loved working with kids, and I lived in a neighborhood with a lot of kids. And I remember I was one day wanting to babysit for this family, but I overbooked myself, and I sent this mom one of my friends, and I was like, here's a great girl, she can babysit for you tonight, and I basically coordinated it for her.
Oh, yeah.
And she sent me a Venmo of like $5, and I remember thinking, this could be a good business idea for me. Maybe moms need help finding babysitters, and I could help them find a babysitter. And so I started doing it. I started booking babysitters, and it started very small, just as a little Facebook page. I think I called it like Savvy Sitters at first, I don't know. And then it became over time Southern Sitters, and we, just slowly grew over time. We grew in the amount of caregivers. We got this really like overwhelming response from our community, and I grew all throughout Franklin and Middle Tennessee and Nashville, and now it's 8 years later, and we are the leading app-based childcare service in the southeastern United States. So we serve all of, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky.
You big time right now.
Oh, thank you. It has it's really changed my life. Like, this is
bet.
my calling, I feel like, is what I've done with this company. So we have great sitters, great families that we help. We really love it.
And they're medically trained.
Yes, I know. So I have to tell the viewers that I met Mike because we CPR certify all of our caregivers, of course. It's like so important. And I always need new CPR instructors. Well, I found the best instructor in all of Middle Tennessee. Yes.
Mike.
And he has certified so many of our caregivers in AHA CPR. So we're very grateful for you, Mike.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. But I'm not nothing great. I just teach what's on the syllabus.
You do a great job. It is awesome. I had a girl call me one time, and she left the class. He's like, that guy taught us about Narcan. He taught us way beyond it. I feel like I can respond to with the fire department now. I was like, thank you, girl. Yeah, that's how I want you to feel. Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, I do have a knack, like anytime I'm teaching, I'll tend to throw in stories, like real life things that have happened that I'll learn something from. So hopefully I call it bonus information.
Yeah.
And I tell all the students, I'm going to look, if I get off on a story, just consider it bonus.
And just listen.
Just learn something from it, right? Because if I'm telling the story, I'll learn something from it.
Yeah. That's great.
So how many states you say you're in now?
So we serve literally the entire southeastern U.S., and we have over 2,500 caregivers.
Oh, wow.
I know. It's been amazing. We serve 15,000 families, and it's literally changed my life. I think we've just crossed over 75,000 jobs booked through our app.
Man,
how do you coordinate all that?
So we have an amazing system, and some parts of it are automated, but some is our administrative team. I have an awesome team of ladies. There's 8 of us total, and they help literally match every booking that comes in with a babysitter personally, and all the sitters are pre-vetted, so that really helps because everyone that's on our platform is literally ready to accept jobs. They're background checked and CPR certified. They go through a whole interview process. And so it's like a whole system, and it's developed over time.
So being the owner, I'm guessing you don't babysit no more.
You'd be surprised. Sometimes I do. I feel like I'm like the undercover boss. Like I'll go into a job. You know what I mean? We do a lot of like big events, corporate events, and we have a couple big corporate partners that book us for major conferences, and they'll book like 30 or 40 sitters at once to watch kiddos, and I will go to those all day, and I have so much fun. So
do they know who you are? Or?
No, I kind of like keep it on the low. Like
so, you really are undercover boss.
Yeah, I'll go like meet the sitters. I'll be like, hey, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. And sometimes they're like, oh my God, it's Savannah. I'm like, okay. So
how in the world do you choose someone to represent you in your company that you don't know?
It's hard, but our process is like so tried and true. These girls are exceptional. We literally have almost everyone we interview now, I feel like is so motivated. We have master's graduates. Constantly we're interviewing master's graduates, college graduates, nurses, teachers that need things to do over the summer. They want a nanny position. We interview career nannies that have done this for like 15, 20 years. And then we also don't just take their words. They have to blow us away, of course, but we vet and verify. We talk to their references.
Background check and everything.
Yeah, their background check. They get SID certified. So they put in all this extra work. We have, so much on file for every caregiver to really make sure we know them,
That's pretty cool because my wife, when we first met, she was a babysitter for a long time.
Yeah.
She made really good money doing it. And she did it through college, too. And she went to Belmont for a year.
No way.
And I'm going to Chattanooga, then MTSU. But anyways, she did it through a whole college.
Yeah.
Made plenty of money. It's pretty good.
Yes, it really.
So that's pretty cool that you're doing that.
Thank you. I love it. I feel like it gives people opportunities, and these families are so great that book through the platform because they are looking for that extra vetted layer of security. My personal standard is I would not let this person watch my kid or my dog or my house, or literally I couldn't hand them the most expensive thing I own and trust them with it. You know what I mean? Then they do not need to be on our team.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, you speaking, your house and dog, do y'all do that too?
Yes, we do pet sitting, dog sitting.
Okay.
We have a cool new service that just launched called Sidekicks. So say you need someone to just come and maybe run an errand for you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Shoot, what's that cost?
Oh, yeah. And that's
we get a discount, man.
Yeah, we'll hook you. We got you, the CPR instructor of the company. You're good, 100%. But no, that's the other thing that's really cool about our model is parents actually can set the rate per hour that they want to pay. So when they go in to book, just like an Uber, you pick the price range that you want, and all the sitters are amazing, so it doesn't affect the quality at all. It just sometimes if you put a larger price range, it lets us look a larger distance away from you for a caregiver because they're willing to drive further. But they're all vetted to the same standard.
Now, is it just sitting, or can it be helping with laundry, cleaning house.
Yes. Yeah. Like, oh my
Kind
gosh.
of like a maid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The
Like-
sidekicks, like we have people put in bookings and are like, I need someone to organize my entire pantry.
wow.
And there's caregivers on our platform that like have that talent and they pick it up.
That's pretty cool. I
Yes.
like that. You got an app, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to download it.
Download the Southern Sitter app. It's pretty good.
It's called Southern Sitters. the
Southern
app.
Sitters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty neat, though. I mean, I could always use somebody. My wife would always use somebody to help because I'm always at work. But
Yes.
having an extra set of hands would be awesome.
Yeah, it's cool to hear from the families. Like, I actually got to go on a date for the first time with my, my husband or my wife for the first time in a year. Or I got to finally go on that vacation I've been dying to go on for so many years because I had someone good to care for my kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, maybe you can't go personal, but what's a bad experience
That I've had?
or that your company has?
Yeah.
Like, not with the sitter, but maybe with, I don't know, kids or something.
Sure. Honestly, okay, so I have made so many mistakes in business that I've learned from over the years. I feel
Right.
like you can't be scared to fail in business. This is a funny story, and like I'm very sustainable. I like to not create a lot of like garbage and waste. I know
Right.
it's kind of silly, but one time we had a big event. We needed to order pillows. This big event client requested that the kids be able to lay down and fall asleep if they wanted to. So I ordered 40 pillows. They all came in individual boxes and literally took up my entire front porch. My neighbors were upset. They're like, Savannah, what is this wall of boxes? I was on vacation. I couldn't come home and open these boxes. So I had to call my mom and say, Mom, will you please go to my house and open these 40 boxes of pillows? What are we going to do? I have to recycle them. Like, I feel bad. I created waste. It was terrible. And so that was like an example of a bad experience I had that I learned from in the future. Like, be aware of your packaging when you order stuff. You can't just, that was a crazy story. That was a bad time for me. And my neighbors calling me like, I'm sorry, you have a wall of boxes and they're blowing into our yard right now.
Oh, wow.
I was like, sir, I'm so sorry.
We
Please
having a
forgive
big
me."
pillow fight, man. We talking about?
Yeah, I'm like, all right, just take one. Just you keep it as a souvenir. I don't know.
So how do you balance all the extracurriculars, things that you like, pageants? You're in paramedic school. You have a business. How do you balance that?
It's hard. Balance is also something that is very hard for me, and I'm working on it more every day. Like, I'm trying to see rest as a win and as a victory for myself because I really like to achieve and I am very motivated. And so that's a big thing for me is lately seeing like, Savannah, if you go read a book outside on the porch swing, like that is a win. That's resting, And then so that's big rest for me, working on that. And then also support. Like, my family's amazing. My team is amazing. I feel like I have this amazing support system that like makes my crazy life possible, and that I could not do anything without. I would have no balance without my friends and my family for sure.
Well, I was honestly shocked that you were able to do this because I thought, man, she does so much.
Oh
Like, you have so much going on.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
man, I don't know if she'll be able to do it.
no, I was honored that you called me.
but
I'll
it
make
worked
time
out.
anytime.
So we're going to kind of turn a little bit. What is something or someone that motivates you, even as a child or as you got older, to do the things that you do?
Yeah, well, my mom is amazing, and she is such a hard worker, and she's so motivated herself. Like, I've watched her throughout my life take nothing and turn it into something so consistently. And so she inspires me. She's someone that I feel like I've learned all these qualities that I have now from. So I'm really grateful for her. I also like look up to a lot of cool CEOs.
Yeah.
Like, have y'all heard of the company Kendra Scott?
I think I have, yeah.
Yeah, they're like a bracelet
What?
company
Yeah,
and
yeah.
jewelry. Yes. And she talks a lot about how her first company failed. And she started like a hat company and it failed miserably. And she was going to give up on business and thought that it wasn't her calling. And her next company she started was Kendra Scott, which is now a global brand. And I love her as a CEO, first of all, because of her story, but also because of the way that she talks about leadership and she treats her employees incredibly. And just her as a person, like, I think she's so inspiring. So I have like 10 examples of CEOs that I look up to, but she's definitely my number one.
I would say you're probably heading that direction.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I
I
think
hope
so
so.
too, yeah.
Yeah, she inspires me for sure. So I have so many like cool, strong female motivators in my life.
Have you hit $1 million yet in income?
Yes. Yes. Thank you. It's the lifetime I literally look at it. I look at the sales of the company, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's literally God. Like, I could never do this on my own, and like that's why I feel like this is my calling. It's beyond anything I could ever scale it to be on my own, and so much of it has been like a faith thing. So yeah, all glory to God. It doesn't feel like it's me at all.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Couldn't even imagine what $1 million would look like.
It's crazy.
Like in my bank account.
I
tell you one thing, I'd have a bass boat.
You've been talking about that a lot lately.
I know I keep mentioning it on the podcast. I'm like,
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Can we get a bass boat sponsor in here for the podcast?
There you go.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, we do have a Diet Central sponsor, but they haven't really contacted me yet.
It's okay. We'll get him. Yeah, it's okay. It's coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're only 25 episodes in. We got a ways to go, and we're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
obtain new
A
sponsors.
little bit at a time.
Yeah.
So as a boss, what's it like having to fire somebody, or have you ever fired somebody?
It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's really hard. It's one of the hardest things ever. And honestly, like, I think one of the hardest things about being in business and being an owner is just like the weight and the responsibility you feel constantly. Like, these are people's lives and people's finances that you're a part of and that you're dealing with. And that is like no light thing. It's no light thing at all. And so that having to terminate someone is one of the hardest parts of my job. It's very difficult. And I try to make it as rare as possible so that, you literally like put yourself in a position to vet and hire somebody and make that hiring process as sure as possible so that you don't have to do that. But yeah, it is devastating for sure. And I think about it. I stay up at night and wonder if it's the right choice. And like, because it is someone's life that you're dealing with. So I feel like I try to avoid that as much as I can.
Yeah, that would be difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, getting on to somebody's one thing, but terminating them's another.
Yes.
It is. Yeah.
Yes. And I think like there's a way to do it too. I really believe in leading with respect. Like you have to have respect first. And I think it's fair if you have issues with an employee or someone in your life, like to give them the chance to fix it, talk to them about
Paper
it.
trail.
Yeah, bring things to them so that they can grow from it, and then if really it's not working, I think being so respectful and having that conversation and saying, hey, I don't think this is working out. I have literally helped people that I have no longer worked with find a new role in an area that would serve them better, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And referred them like, hey, this is not the right role for us right now in this company, but we've noticed you have these great strengths, like, let me call my friend and see if I can get you a job here. You know what I mean?
You still trying to help them out? I mean,
you gotta help people that have invested in you. Yeah.
I'll never forget the first time I got terminated from a job, which wasn't really nothing I did wrong. I was getting laid off, is what it was.
Yeah.
And they gave me severance pay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I was probably 19, 20, didn't know that was a thing, and that made the world a difference. Getting an extra check for not having to work. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, severance is great. Anything you can do to like help someone transition, because sometimes it's just literally like, hey, it's not working out for my company, but that person still has purpose and they still have a path that they're going to go walk. So I don't know. I think it's a hard thing. It's hard.
For sure. Kenneth, you got anything on that? No.
Well, I was thinking since you're CEO of that sitter, maybe you can find another company in security.
Yeah.
And me and Mike can be the first security guards.
Absolutely.
To get out there and
y'all can run the company. I don't know. Y'all can be COO and
I
CFO.
want to run it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I want that much responsibility.
Yeah, we'll leave that up to you.
I feel very safe right now in the studio. If anyone comes in and messes with us, like, we have full security team here.
No, they wouldn't get to you, that's for
I
sure.
appreciate that.
But they say this building is haunted, so
Do they say that?
that's what I've heard.
Oh,
what
don't
they say,
tell me
you know.
that. Yeah, I don't like that.
You just don't think about it.
Okay, yeah, we will ignore it. That's good.
Since we brought that up, do you believe in ghosts?
Oh my gosh, Mike, I don't know. I don't want to believe ghosts. Let me start with that. I am a Christian woman. I'm a woman of God. I'm a believer, okay? So whatever the Lord feels about ghosts, that's how I feel. I think absent with the body, present with the Lord,
Yeah.
And that's how I want to think. And yeah, I just don't want to I don't want to believe in ghosts. I don't know.
Okay, well, let's get away from ghosts. What about Bigfoot?
Bigfoot? No, but I need to watch your episode on Bigfoot.
You do.
He can't be real. You think he's real?
I'm on the fence.
Really?
Yes,
I think
I'm
it's
on the fence.
I think it's real.
There's
Yeah.
some convincing stuff out there.
Is there?
Oh, yeah.
I also think to myself, like, who am I to like say that something's not possible? You know what I mean? Like, I guess he could be out there.
Goliath, he was in the Bible. He was a big giant.
That's right.
I mean, I know it's a little different from Bigfoot, but Bigfoot's a giant
Yeah.
in the woods.
You're right. Yeah. You're right about that.
Well, you do need to check out the Bigfoot, and we had Dr. Strickland out of Nashville.
Yes.
I don't know if you know her, but she's a doctor and like a scientist, or I don't know if that's the right word. She's got some convincing stuff
Really?
about aliens and
Oh, it's so scary.
about the government and UFOs. Now,
Definitely check it out. Yeah.
I'm not saying yay or nay on it, but I'm in the middle.
We literally, the variety of things that we've talked about today on this podcast, like, this is the most diverse. I'm learning about myself right now. I don't know. This is crazy.
We talk about anything and everything.
I love it.
Everything's fair game.
That's great.
What's the most rewarding part about being the CEO and having a business for you?
Honestly, well, I work with kids, obviously. Like, we're serving kids at the end of the day, and that is really rewarding.
Sure.
And when the sitters or the nannies call us and they say, like, I had this amazing moment today with a kid I was babysitting, and I saw a child take their first steps or speak for the first time.
wow.
Yes, and a lot of our caregivers help, like, provide relief to families, like I said, that haven't had a chance to connect with each other in a long time. And I remember the first time I heard a family tell me I haven't been on a date night since my kid was born.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, that can't happen often. That happens all the time, right? You know your dad.
yeah.
It's hard to get out.
It is.
Are you a dad too?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, it'll be hard for you one day to get out. Yeah, and you call us when that happens.
Yeah,
But it's difficult. So to, like, when a parent calls and says, like, literally, I had the chance to reconnect with my spouse, or I got to have me time. I got to go to the spa.
That's nice.
That means a lot to me, that I was a part of facilitating that moment for them, and I got to, like, be a little piece of that, you know?
Now, if somebody was looking into it or interested in it, like, is there a flat rate, or is it like the Uber thing? Like, you say, hey, I need a sitter for this day. I'm going to pay $50 for this time frame. Is that how it works?
Yeah, so they can go on, literally, like, say that you have an hourly rate in mind you want to pay, you just enter it on the app, and we try our best to match you with a sitter that's within your budget. Sometimes we make a recommendation, like, hey, we noticed that, you're kind of far outside of the closest sitter service range. Like, we have this girl who's willing to charge this. Is this okay with you? Yeah. So we really try to work with the families and make it accessible, because childcare is expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, who runs the app? Is that you? Or?
Yeah, so our team, just like our whole we have a whole team, and they, on a daily basis, we actually look at every booking that comes in, and we monitor, the sitters' reviews. The parents can review the caregivers at the end. We talk to the sitters, and we help them find jobs. So it's really like kind of a full, we work
Service
with
there.
Yeah.
That's awesome when you take the stress off the parent and having to figure it out.
Yes, it is
Give them a
stressful.
suggestion, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I
parents don't
can't
have
take.
time.
Oh yeah, I mean being married with two kids, it's hard to.
Yeah,
100%. We got 3 or 4, neighborhood or friends or whatever that can watch, but if they're all busy, it's like, what do we do?
Yeah.
So that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a great resource, though.
It is.
I have to get that app.
I know. Yeah, we'll help you out. There's gonna be no booking fee for y'all.
All right. So as you have became successful, because I would say that you are. I mean, you have a business. You cover multiple states. You've done a lot. Been on TV. You've done a lot of big things. What when people see all your accomplishments, what's something that they don't see behind the scenes of everything that's going on?
I think the amount of work that goes into all the things, sometimes I feel like they see the culmination or the end result of something, or like the 75,000 bookings. Like, there's so much like blood, sweat, and tears that go into that accomplishment or that moment. And I honestly have been trying lately to be more open about those moments and those struggles, because people connect with that, and they want to see like the messy moment where I ordered 40 pillows outside that flew into the neighbor's yard, or like the time I was late for something, or that I missed something that I scheduled. Like, those moments happen too, and it looks, I think, sometimes very perfect when we're just looking at the mountaintops, but I have so many mountains underneath that of days that were hard that got me there, and that we pushed through.
It'll start from the bottom.
Yeah, 100%. And we literally did. And so, I think that those are moments sometimes that are missed, but I'm trying to push them out more and be more vulnerable. It's hard, but I'm working on it for sure.
Well, look here. We got the CEO, firefighter, paramedic. What do you like to do just when you got nothing to worry about? Just a hobby.
Just a hobby? Oh, gosh, let me think. Well, I spend a lot of time with my family. They live here in Columbia, and they have a farm. Oh, wow. So they have horses. So that's kind of fun to, go just be there and not stress about anything, be outside. I also have a porch swing that I set up, and I'm not kidding y'all. Like, the porch swing is, like, my, corner of heaven. Like, I love sitting on it, reading a book, drinking a tea, out there. It feels so nice. And so I've been really trying to, like, make time for myself to do that. Does that count as a hobby, swinging on the porch swing? Okay, that's good. Well,
something you do all the time outside of work.
Yeah, that's definitely my hobby, I think.
What's your favorite type of books to read?
I like all kinds of books. Really? Yeah, I've been reading a lot of, like, biographies lately. Let me think. I like fantasy books sometimes. That sometimes surprises people. But, I've read a couple, like, good fantasy books lately. I just read the Twilight series. Oh, yeah. So I have, like, a variety.
You need to read The Lord of the Rings.
I read it as a kid. I like The Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
I never saw it or read the book.
It was on TV the other night, and I was watching it, and I asked my wife, I was like, have you ever watched these before? She's like, what do you think?
Yes.
But they're great movies. I haven't read the books. I'm not big on reading, but
the Twilight movies are good. I never read them.
The Twilight movies are good too.
Yeah, the movie's good.
Yeah, that's cool. I read too recently, like, my favorite CEO, Kendra Scott, she has a book called Born to Shine. And that's where I learned about her story. Really love her. I feel like I've such a blend for me. I don't know. I read a lot of books. Yeah.
All right. So a couple more questions before we wrap it up. Out of all that you do, what's most important to you?
Oh, I have to say my faith. I love I'm being involved in my church. I feel like everything I do is, like, so covered in prayer and, so something that I'm called to do, and I really try to, like, filter all my decisions through my faith for sure. Like, is this something that, like, God wants for me? And so that's definitely my number one. Number two would have to be family. Yeah, I love my family, and they are definitely a major priority for me. And then I think three would have to be Southern Sitters. Like, the company it's the most fulfilling part of my life, and the growth it's experienced. Like, I just really feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah.
Now, have you ever had a famous person moment, like somebody sees you and goes, "Oh, it's Savannah"?
Yeah. I think, what's so funny is, like, we live in such a small area, small town, and I got a lot of, like, recognition around my helping the Murray County Fire Department and the PIO role. People are like, "How do I know you?" I'm like, "I am with the fire department." And I feel like I have, like, cool moments like that sometimes where it's like, "Oh, I've seen your work," and that means a lot to me because we work hard on all these things, and so to be recognized in any way by someone that you've never met before. I also have weird moments where, like, I'll be sitting and getting my nails done, for example. This happened the other day, and I see someone, like, pull up the Southern Sitter app next to me, and sometimes it's a babysitter, sometimes it's a family, but it's just, like, to see it on a random phone and just be like, "Oh my gosh, like, you have my app." Like, that's really cool.
Do you say it to them, or you just kind of be like,
"No, I'm like, oh my gosh, I know about that. I know about yeah." And but we meet families all the time that have used our service and talk to us about it. It's really cool.
We obviously already talked about it, but it's huge. I mean, it's growing. I was scrolling through, I think it was your Instagram or Facebook, and, like, your ad was in the airport or Nashville or whatever. That's pretty neat.
Thank you. A lot of people texted me about that, and that was very full circle too, to be, like, to have a presence in the airport, because I've flown in there since I was, like, 6 years old, and so to walk in my airport to see our company, it's like, oh my gosh, like, we've worked hard to get there. It's been really cool.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome. Kenneth, you got anything else? Any other questions?
I'm just glad you came on THEKHSQUARED Show, and it's been an honor meeting you and knowing all the things you do, and it's great to see you doing big things in the community.
Thank you, guys. You too. Thank you for having me.
I think I vaguely remember the first time I ever saw you was on a call somewhere. I don't remember. It's been years ago, but I was like, who's that girl? Like, never seen her before.
How did I do? Was I calm?
I don't even remember. I just remember vaguely. I don't know if it was a medical call or what. For some reason, we were there.
Yeah.
Law enforcement, and I saw you there, and then I didn't know you were doing all these big things. So awesome.
Thank you so much.
Well, thanks again for being here. I had a great time, learned some about you that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And if you made it to the end of the video, make sure to like, comment, and share. Get this out there so other people can hear about Southern Sitters. Tell everybody how to contact you, how to get a hold of you, or anything like that.
Absolutely. So my Instagram is at Savannah Maddison. It has all my adventures, all my journeys, and I'd love for you to follow along. And then if you need childcare, visit southernsitter.com.
Yep. And we also follow her, so if you're on the THEKHSQUARED Show page, you can look her up that way as well. And big news, we just created our TikTok account, so that's kind of exciting. And I'm not a social media guy, like making content, but we're getting better.
We're going to get better at it. A little bit at a time.
But check it out. Make sure you like and follow it. We'd appreciate that. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good night.